What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. I'm over here tripping right now. A toast with the finest ripples. So, if you can tell by the title, the shenanigans will begin. Ladies need to buckle up for the rise of Meninism. And a few things happened. I was looking at YouTube today, and I saw the Kevin Samuels thing. He's hot as a firecracker. But I also saw the contract with Black America that got updated. It got revised. And to include, they said athletes, but it wasn't really athletes. It was more so sports business and not actually athletes themselves. But the other part was women, black women in particular have their own set of grievances with the country. But as a sister talking about it, she was a little bit uneasy because she's like, I don't like how this is kind of turning into a gender war. And personally, I'm like, not necessarily the gender war part. I think that's gone or whatever, but there's still bubblings. But I think we've said it in this space for years that Black men and Black women have separate agendas. So we need to treat it as such. So now it's like it's about to go down. Then it was, Boyce Watkins had a panel. It's kind of like, do men have to love women more than women love men? And they had a woman on the panel who talked a little bit, about men being not so good, to women, and men not being honest or trustworthy. And then about 10 minutes later said that women need to respect other women's relationships and don't be a side chick. And then right after that said, because when I was married, I had a husband and a boyfriend for years. I'm like, I know you just didn't do that. And her honesty wasn't actually the problem. Her lack of remorse, like it just was, men are so bad, but I was doing dirt for years. But the men, it's like, oh, okay, that's very interesting. So now I got to get back to the topic that I've talked about before, Meninism. So we got this, since we're going to start, my body, my choice with the sexual liberation of women, was had and found. I had to represent that. What wound up happening was, if it's your body, it's your choice. You get to choose your sexual market options, as you should. But now it seems to be your body, your choice, and you want to be free with your sexuality, but you don't want the men to be free with their sexuality. See, they got to pay to play. You just got to be, and you just have to be free. And they're like, well, if you free with yours, I'm going to be free with mine. We're going to be free together. Welcome to the United States of promiscuous. And now it's like, wait, no. You men need to be better than that. Y'all just around here, hanging and swanging and slanging. It's like, no. That's what you asked for. That's what you asked for. You asked for sexual liberation. It goes both ways. If you ask for sexual liberation, you got to get it both ways. Now, here's the other thing about the rise of Meninism. For the last, at least 40 years, mothers have been the predominant parents in the household, caregivers, mothers and grandmothers. And mothers and grandmothers have taught guys to, in pseudo be feminists. Some stayed in that mode, some got out. But see, what you forgot was if you taught these guys to be feminists and women are strong, women can do it, and women got it, but along the way you need to help these women, two problems. The guy's gonna go, well, y'all got it. This is why y'all frustrated now. Where the real man at? The real man still here. The real man been here. You just wanted to be super. You said you got it, so you got it. So the guys are like, you got it, baby. No, you great at this. You could lead tall buildings in a single bound. And the second part is most of these guys figured out, oh, I'm supposed to help women, but women are not supposed to help men. Okay. So I'm supposed to be a team player, and they supposed to be, a diva wide receiver. They out for self. It's like, uh-oh. So you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So now we're in this whole rough space, big rough space, where some of y'all forgot a major, major aspect of this, which was God's always laughing at our plans. See, a long, long time ago, I made a video about how feminism follows the business model of racism. So now feminists look as irrational as racists. And what I mean by that is racists have a fear that's irrational, illogical because they've done something wrong. So they continue to do things wrong to say, I'm doing this because if I don't do this, these people are going to take over and they're going to kill us and hang us and burn us and lynch us. And okay, but you was the one doing it though. And now women have this same illogical thing. Because if the men of the past and the men of the present and men have done this, that, and the third, I'm like, wait a minute. And men have always been cheating, which I'm going to make a video about that tomorrow. Men and women have been cheating together. So they've been cheating women, as long as they've been cheating men. It's that ripple. So now we got to get at it. We got to get, as mediocre tutorials say, it's time, we got to get at it. I'm got the incense burning because I'm finna, don't let them pull it out, oh girl. So this is where we at with it. Question. If you cheat, is it okay? Because see, nobody has put two and two together and said, the divorce rate is 51% in America, and 80% of the divorces are filed by women. But the most prevalent form of divorce in America is the no-fault divorce, which you can say it's a 50-50 chance that she was the one going with infidelity because she can't cite infidelity if she's unfaithful. But why am I saying this for the rise of Meninism? Next question, when the family breaks up, who gets the kids? Mom. What happened with all these mothers? With all of these girl programs and women need this and women's empowerment, women focused on girls even when they had sons. Women focused on their nieces if they didn't have sons more than they did their sons. So we got a problem here, folks. Big problem. Big problem. Now you're at a point where, just simply put, your sons realize this ain't about family. This is about women. It's about girls. You talk about all the double standards that boys have, but you fail to mention the double standard that most mothers don't favor their sons' betterment. They don't want their sons to progress and be something in life unless a woman can use it or benefit off of it. You don't want them to benefit off of themselves. Thus, you cause the problem. See, there's a lot of grown men who are sons who are like, you know what? If I have a daughter, would I actually gravitate more to my nephew or my male cousin that's little? Or would I actually focus on my daughter first? Most guys are like, I'm gonna focus on my daughter first because that's my child. But see, feminism had put that little block in there that you moms didn't focus on your sons first, even though that was your child. So get ready for the rise of Meninism. Get ready. It's not gonna be pretty. You gotta buckle up because it's about to get ugly. About to get real ugly. Bernard, dang you. So what's gonna happen? What's already happening? You see young women on that kick where, you know, I want to use sex as a weapon, but these guys want to pay me like I'm a prostitute. Well, men have realized something. You ladies have been using sex as a bartering tool for money anyways. So guess what they're gonna do? We're gonna meet you right there where you at. I give you this $40, this $75, this $100 for the night. Because it's your body, your choice. You chose to sell your body. See, because and you're selling your body ultimately because you don't like me like that. Which brings us to the you don't like me like that paradigm and paradox. You chose to make guys you don't like pay for your time, for your presence. And you probably shouldn't have did that. Because the guys you like, they got a free ride, right? And you probably shouldn't have did that. Why am I saying this? Because what it says is you have a double standard in your dating and relationships. You have no standard for relationships, you have a standard for attraction. If you're attracted to somebody, there is no standard for a relationship. But if you're unattracted to somebody, there's a standard. It's a problem. Oh no, no, no. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So now you got to deal with guys treating you in the manner that they were taught you were. See, we were taught that you will go get it. You could do this all without a man's help. You don't need a man. Y'all don't need men. Y'all got everything y'all need. So guess what? You got car trouble? No, I'm not helping you with that. Meninism. I'm not helping you because you got this. You know what I'm saying? Anything you can do or anything I could do, you could do better. You could do anything better than me. So you got this. Oh, yeah, selective ages. Oh, and by the way, what happens when these guys start charging? See, because guys are starting to charge for their services now. Now I'm gonna loan you some meat. Oh, man, y'all killing it over there, Roger. Good, great discussions. I see you, and thank you. Come on, that's where we at, super. See, when feminism killed was chivalry, and with down goes chivalry, down goes the free ride, and now it's about to get exceedingly worse. Why must I say what I'm saying? Because y'all didn't think about something. there's a pandemic. And when this pandemic ends, guess what happens? A lot of foreclosures and evictions. Guess what happens? A lot of people need a place to stay. Guess what happens? You can only talk to people who got a place to stay. Guess what happens? Now you are the living embodiment of home in your mama's basement playing PlayStation. So now you living in your mama's basement playing Instagram, needing attention, looking for somebody to sweep you up off of the internet. What happened? What's happening? Swoop you up off of the internet. Hey, I told you about that 34 and a half. You know, So now what you gonna do? Oh yeah, by the way, I've talked about this years ago when people were talking about the natural hair movement. I appreciate women wearing their natural hair. But you know what else I know about the natural hair movement? Women were running out of money. Y'all better go to X channel or he gonna haunt you when you ran out of money. Talked about that before. And what's happening now? You're running out of money. And think about it. Who's the biggest benefactor during this whole pandemic? Single mothers. Because not only have they got a stimulus check, they've also got a part of a baby daddy stimulus check if he was behind in child support. And they also got an extra bump up because they have a kid or two or three. And they also just about to get these tax breaks. Right. So guess what? What do you think men are going to say now? You got money. Even in the pandemic, the government's looking out for you. Above and beyond a regular citizen. Even, and not to mention, you have women who aren't married and who are married, living in the same house as the kids' fathers, and they got the stimulus check to them, and they didn't even split it. You know, and you know those relationships are gonna end bad, right? Oh yeah. So why am I talking about all of this? Is because of Meninism. So let me get into the Meninism aspect of all of these shenanigans. See what a lot of y'all ladies fail to take into consideration. Y'all don't like to do dirty jobs. Y'all don't like to do heavy lifting like that. Y'all don't like to do manual labor. And whether you like it or not, the American society runs on manual labor. Oh, I ain't forgot. Don't worry. The American society runs on manual labor. You know, oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that too, Sharp. You know, okay. It's 2021. I've been working the whole time. I done had the same job for what 15 years. I know you needed to know that because this is my hobby. And people like you would never say that to me in my face because I'll break your jaw. But I'm gonna get back to this topic. And if you want to see me, I'm in Houston, Texas, and I would love to meet you in your avatar. And I promise you, I'm gonna break your fucking neck. Appreciate you though. Now, back to the lecture at hand. This is the thing. Now we get back to the Meninism. These manual labor jobs, y'all realizing they are what keeps the country essential. And I can even go all the way to Walmart and grocery store workers. Because when the ish hit the fan, you want the grocery store to be open, Walmart to be open. You know what I'm saying? Then you want the trash to come. You know, you want to make sure the waters and the lights are on. the gas company. You want to make sure they popping. You know what I mean? This is where we at. And guys are like, listen, you want you want the gas to be running into the city also. Also, you want the gas stations to be full. You want everything that has your essential need in this particular place. This is where we messed up. See, now these guys are leveraging since they realize they leveraged, feminism leverage is womanhood onto men. Men are leveraging their manhood onto women, and now it's becoming very ugly. Very ugly. And it should have been that way. It should have been that way because since you're gonna play this game, we're gonna play it all the way. I was talking to my father, not my father, my mother, about America, and I was like, I don't understand why you haven't accepted this country for what it is yet. And see, this is the same thing about feminism. Men have accepted feminism for what it is, and now men are acting accordingly towards it. And this is part of the quote unquote red pill. Sometimes red pill rage, but sometimes red pill, black pill, all these other pills. You starting to realize guys are like, you know what? I'm the most important person in this situation. You're not more important to my life than me. And here's the problem. We talk about things like legacy. This is where it messed up. Legacy got messed up because of single parent households. So guys look at, if I got to have a legacy anyways, 9 times out of 10, I got to pay you anyway. I got to pay you child support. If I marry you, you can leave at any particular point and you could sever the relationship with my child because that's the norm. Yeah, appreciate you. That's the norm. That's the norm now. Guys don't even believe they're gonna get married and have long-term, lifelong relationships with women because they know women could turn at a moment's notice over the most frivolous thing. So now, even if you get married, you already prepared. Look, I'm prepared for this to work, and I'm prepared for this to not work. I'm prepared for this if we have kids. I'm prepared for this if we don't have kids. So now these guys are having their protections. The birth rate has been dropping. Why? Because of Meninism. Y'all just think these young ladies and these women, oh, I'm going to focus on my career and I'm and not worry about these men. The women that focused on their career and wanted their job and got their education, guess what happened to them? They tried to get a trap baby from a guy because they wanted a child. They didn't care who they had it with them, and they didn't care what that meant to the dude. So now you got another generation coming behind them, and the guys are looking at that like, oh, you ain't finna do me like that. Because see, the first thing that got cut out was the stepdaddy market. Because all the step kids and people that saw the stepdads was like, oh, okay, I ain't gonna get done like that. Now, in the trap baby market came. And now it's like, I'm gonna strap up. I got these condoms. You hear less and less of, I was on the pill. She told me she was on the pill. She told me she was on the shot. She told me she had the IUD. Now, if, you can feel the IUD in there, but sometimes you knock that mug out. Just depends on how deep you're digging for diamonds. But now we're at that part. We're at that part. When one of the biggest songs, in the 2000s was "These Ain't Loyal." Think about that. When an R&B singer doesn't make a love song that's a hit, they make a song that says, "These ain't loyal." And everybody agreed with it. See, buckle up for Meninism. The Me Too movement. There's a lot of guys that got Me Too before, during, and now after the Me Too movement. Guess what that's about? And you ladies, believe our women. But see, women keep getting proven wrong. It's not that we don't believe women, it's that women keep getting proven wrong. It's a problem. So guys are like, nah, guys are, using a smartphone now. See, Meninism is not just for it's for protection. Why y'all really think y'all was only getting filmed having sex with these guys because he just wanted it in his phone? No, it's also proof that if you go left, no, she was a willing participant. This we was doing this and we was doing this and we were doing no. She been down. You want to see the superhead video? Oh, I got it. Oh yeah, she did that thing. Oh yeah, see, buckle up. Don't if guys really get ugly, have you signing non-disclosure agreements? And it is, and I'm talking about middle class guys, like nah, because now what's going on with what what you call it, female criminals during the pandemic, you're seeing more and more female violent crimes towards their significant other or towards their children. You're seeing women, predominantly mothers, children failing in a Zoom class when most of the time they're in the house with the kids. Buckle up for Meninism, because now you're looking at guys like, wait, I'm not too sure if these ladies are as equipped to raise children as we once thought. Exactly. So and now all of this stuff is, it's a problem. Mixed the other part of quote unquote Meninism is, the rainbow community. See, you have women in that community and men in that community who both have an issue with men, but men aren't really messing with them. So now what's going on with that? Guys are like, listen, man, y'all keep y'all rainbows over there. You know what I'm saying? Them your lucky charms. I don't care about your lucky charms. If you ain't on this side of the game, it is what it is. So now that same community is like, but men want us and men don't want us at the same time. Y'all not in the men like men are in the women. That's y'all on a different thing. Exactly. Y'all into something different. So now you got to play this game the way y'all been playing. Now bringing into, and what I mean by that is, I was waiting for the OnlyFans thing. If you noticed, women on social media have whether even straight women have been playing with and finagling with using their sexuality to attract the same sex also for money. See, they don't care where the dollars come from, they just want the dollars. And then you got these women simping and tricking and really thirsting and getting at these chicks. And these chicks are like, she's just another person to use. She's just another dollar. And now you get some of these women like, I'm not, you're not gonna play me like you do those men. And see, that's the other part of this. When even the rainbow community understands that you're not gonna do me like you do the men. See, we over here to use the men. You're not gonna use me like you use them. We over here to benefit off of them, but you're not gonna benefit off of me like you benefit off of them. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a fight. So now I was like, oh, okay. And guys are just sitting back watching this like, so you really think I'm gonna just be cool with this? Thus, the dating scenes dried up. And see, people forget about how the dating scene dried up. If anybody's been in the nightclub scene over the last 20 years, over the last 20 years, it went from nightclubs charging guys to get in and women getting in free to nightclubs closing down and more so turning into lounges so they can get men in the building because the women wasn't paying for nothing. And the guys got tired of paying, to go to a club and not get talked to with women. So I'm going to pay to get dissed. Oh, I'm going to pay to get in. I'm going to pay these women for drinks, but I'm going to wind up with nothing. Thus, the strip club culture boomed. The strip club and sports bars are where all the money went to. All of it. I ain't gonna say all is too big of a word. So you got Meninism. Guys, man, I'm not paying to get in here. Clubs closing left and right, left and right. If you don't revamp, you gone. It's to the point where an establishment that once was just a gold mine has a lot of competition. See, Hooters didn't have all this competition at first. Look how many versions of Hooters is out now. I know where I'm at is Hooters, Chula's, it's Bombshells, it's Twin Peaks, and was it Fat Boys or something like that? So guess what? So now guys are like, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I'm gonna go to the strip club because they got food too. Meninism. Sexuality wind up getting used against women. Used against them. And the guys don't care. By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but see, it's not the guys that where it got completely, what threw people for a curve was the nice guy. And what I mean by this is, when you're young, being a nice guy is one of those, that's not looked at well. You're a nice guy. So, you'll always be there. But the thing about it with nice guy is, and I'm finna use two people as an example of meninisms that are celebrities. See, Drake was the nice guy. Then the nice guy just started smashing chicks left and right. Left and right. You know what? Y'all like Weezy, cool. Y'all love Weezy, cool. You like all them other guys, cool. I'm gonna just go ahead and do my Drake thing. And then, who's next? Michael B. Jordan. See, the guy that was considered lame got older, started lifting weight, started getting a little bit more concerned about his image, and then started going from a guy who was overlooked to a guy who, I don't know why he's not going to settle down. Maybe because of Meninism. Maybe because he's like, you know what? I'm not the type of guy I'm not the guy that girls like. I'm just the guy that girls miss. So now you missed them. And you're really trying to get these guys back because guess what you wanted? You wanted, it makes it look like if you wanted the bad boys when they were young, they were hot. And when you want to phase out of the bad boys when they cool off, and then you want to ride to the because now he hot. Well, the guys got hip to that because you got to remember, they're bad boys and nice guys in the same family. Oh yeah, absolutely. Same family. Anybody who's black, oh, you got gangsters in your family or people that's been in the streets. And they've been giving you game, just like the girls. I'm so unprotected, but you can call somebody to come beat somebody up or shoot them up just like that. Even if you started it and you in the wrong. Thus, Meninism. Thus, even the nice guys like, I'm not trying to help. I'm not trying to help you. I seen how you got cuz locked up. You know what I'm saying? I seen how you ain't went to visit his kids. You just went back to doing what you're doing. Buckle up. You got to buckle up. Because this Meninism thing going to be a long way. And salute to the brother Kevin Samuels. And more brothers in this space are going to blow up. It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, if you notice, people are looking for people who can pay the cost to be the boss. But here's the problem. A lot of y'all said y'all was boss bees for a very long time. So you got to pay the cost to be the boss. That's where you messed up. The guys are like, hey, no, no, no. Y'all keep running around saying y'all a boss. Y'all got a boss mentality. Well, you got to take losses and like a boss, just like bosses take losses. There ain't no chivalry in bosses. So guess what you done? You done opened up the floodgates to Meninism. Oh yeah, lames can be ugly, but then at the same time, people grow up. People look better. They were women who weren't attractive when they were younger, and they turned into quite attractive women. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. So now we playing these games. See, now we playing these games. So since we're gonna play this game, let's play it all the way. Buckle up because it's gonna be more 50-50 relationships than you care to see. And I'm gonna tell you why. Guys have believed that you can handle it so long, you gotta handle it now. These guys ain't gonna take it no other way. You mean to tell me? Because I'm not about to get you on your feet. And what I mean by that is, see, a lot of you ladies have talked about stories of supporting men and helping men and being there for men. I don't know what y'all did for these guys because you never have receipts about these guys that you raise up to be great men. You never have receipts, but these guys have receipts about all the women that they've helped and about how they was on this level when they was here, when they met them, and when she left, she was here. Most men have multiple women like that in his lifetime. Like, oh, okay. She went out in public and told everybody how she was killing it, but she wasn't killing it when she met me. Right now when she met me, it was right now I'm washing lettuce. And then soon I'll be on fries. Yeah. Then I'm gonna make management. And that's when the big bucks start. See, y'all don't want to talk about that. And see, these guys are tired of footing the bill for y'all to walk around in public like y'all been killing the game like that. So now it's straight up Meninism. So now it's like, oh, and now you're starting to see the downfall of this. Because look at, sisters don't look at their idols. Nicki Minaj is an idol. We see how that worked out. Rihanna was an idol. We see how that's working out. Beyonce is the queen of the idols. But guess what happened? Beyonce is the complete antithesis of what y'all think she is. Y'all think about that. Beyonce got with an older guy when she was young, and everybody called him ugly. So you didn't think about that, did you? And while she told y'all to while she was running around telling y'all how to be single, she was booed up like a mother. And guess what? Beyonce got cheated on too, and she ain't leave. Oh, I wasn't supposed to talk about that, huh? Look at all your other idols. What's happening, fam? Thanks. Like, look at all your other idols. Look at the new ones coming up. Look how crazy they are. See, Azealia Banks went from she was an idol to I don't know if she crazy to an idol to I don't know if she crazy to wait a minute, I don't know, we can't mess with her. Yeah. What is this? The Summer Walker chick. Yeah. Black China was an idol. I don't know why, but she was. Y'all want to be like these chicks. And now you're looking at how is this working out for these women. And now you ain't even on their level. You ain't even on their level. And how's it working out for you? Not so good. Not so good. I know this thing did not stop on me. But anyway, what winds up happening is at the end of the day, we playing this game. We really playing this game. Because you don't get to choose who's gonna win. He wasn't a billionaire then, though. You gotta remember, she was dating him, what? Before her first album came out? You remember it was rumors, or when her first album came out. It was rumors. It is what it is. But we're dealing with the guys. It's Meninism now. These guys are like, man, look, I ain't feeling this. I ain't feeling it at all. And now we have a bigger problem. We got about 3 generations of sons. Doc, I see you. And we got about 3 generations of black men at this particular point. And guess what? All of those guys, from the granddad to the dads to the sons to the grandsons, have realized something all in the same accord. Something's up with the way women are mothering. Doc, salute. You got to check out the contract with Black America. They revised it for the women, so it is very interesting. I'm sure the guys gonna have enough to say that you're gonna have to make our own revisions for us individually also. But we got generations of men like, you know what? If you have a kid, this is what they're gonna do to you. You got kids. This is part of the reason why the birth rate dropped, because guys are like, you got young men like, you're not finna play this baby mama game with me. I seen the baby mama game with my mama and my grandmama and my aunties. If I got an older sister, I seen it with her. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna get caught up in the middle of this. So now we got a problem. See, as Bernard was talking about the social contract is broken, but also the trust is completely gone. I can't trust you to be a good mother even if you ran off with custody. Can't trust you. And the best part about Meninism that I just saved for the back end. Guess what you're starting to see? That we've all, as black men, have known to be there this whole time. Black women sick of being the negative stereotype of black women. See, the feminine black women been sitting back like, the wife material women been sitting back like, I can't talk to these broads. See, the women have been going through it so much with the women that the women been oppressed by women. Feminists oppress women who wanted to be traditional. And see, now these spaces where men are at, the women kind of just slide over. And the greatest part about that is the women don't want no fakers around either. They don't. They sick of, see, black women, and shout out to Dennis Sperling, black women at this particular point are about to get the black male treatment, and feminists are about to get the male treatment. And Meninism is, guess what? I don't care about your feelings. Either you're going to get the job done or you're going to get out of my face. Are you effective? Are you efficient? If you're not, you're disposable. You're replaceable. Because, see, men have been disposable and replaceable in society. People like to act like that's not true, but it is. There's always a guy that was going to replace a guy. That's always been there. And women have always, had options. And this is what feminism has created, is this idea of this false equality. It's giving men options. And now these options are kicking girls in the butt. They kick them in the keister. So now what we gonna do? Wait a minute, it's Thursday. Hold up, Doc. Hold up, Doc? Oh shoot. Did I interrupt in your cast? Because it's about to be 7 o'clock. You know, I know it's Wednesdays, but were you gonna go live tonight? I gotta ask that question, Doc. My bad. As a matter, because if you about to go live, just let me know, and I will definitely just shut this thing down and say, "Hey, could y'all please go to the where's my phone at? Let me go look my damn self." That's what I'm gonna do. But the part about the Meninism is very interesting because at the end of the day, y'all messed up. Y'all gave men more options than men needed with sexual liberation. So guess what happened? You've liberated us also, and you didn't intend to. And the guys are like, I appreciate you. I really do. Because now I can be as free as I want to be. I'm not tied to the responsibilities of being your protector and provider anymore. You're your own protector and provider. Now I can be my provider. I can take the money that's in my pocket and not have to share it with you. That's where we at. That's where we have gone and grown to in society at this particular point. So we good now. We good now. And what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of feminists have meltdowns because this is not what they intended. This is not at all what they intended. But that's the problem. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Just like I brought up earlier, the fear of white people and racism. Their fear is the equal and opposite reaction to racism, to their racism. That's what their biggest fear is. So guess what we got to do now? We're on a fast track of what ladies did not realize what was going to happen. They were going to get the exact type of society that they wanted, but they didn't realize the consequence of it. That guys could check out too. If you checked out of traditionalism, I can check out of traditionalism. So we both could do this new age thing. Ain't no non-new age thing. So let me get it right. Let me make sure. Okay. But that I done got shut down by the federales. I'm not even going to trip now. I've been on here for about 50 minutes. So I'm gonna shut it down now because if this was gonna happen, I don't need that. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.